Good evening, Gold Diggers. This is Felicia, your host for the evening, and welcome to Gold Digger Diaries Live. Of course, you know that our mission at Gold Digger Diaries is to celebrate the life and the works of ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things and transformational work in their communities, their businesses, their careers. Those who are really making it happen. So, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We have a very, very, very special guest. And let's see, our special guest tonight is none other than Jerica Watson. Hey, Jerica.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing fabulously well. Welcome to Gold Digger Diaries. I am so thrilled that you're here. You guys, Jerica is the bomb. So I can't wait for you to hear about what she's doing in her business. I can't wait for you to hear about her products and just hear her story because this phenomenal lady has a story. So, Jerica, I'm going to bring you up and let's talk about you. Who is Jerica Watson? Give our viewers a little bit about your background, about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Jerica Watson, and I have a candle company I formed with my daughter. Our background is we were just two, people in Georgia, and I actually decided to move up to Clarksville, Tennessee. About a year and a half later, I had my youngest daughter, Journey, and as y'all 10 years apart. They're a decade apart. So Jaden felt left out. I was breastfeeding. She didn't know like where she fit in, and we basically just tried to find something to do together. We were like we tried the slime. Y'all know the slime phase. Like we tried the slime. Mama
Not
gave
the
me the
slime,
slime.
not the
I gave
slime.
you the slime. It was just too messy, too messy, and so we ended up going into candles because it has the same concept. It starts liquid and then it turns solid. So I was like, let's try doing candles. So we did candles. It was just like our time together. And with any hobby, you get an influx of it. So we had a whole bunch of candles just laying around the house, and so we went to this farmers market and we sold them. And she was like, "Mom, we can make money." And I was like, "Okay, well, let's make some money
An
then."
entrepreneur already.
Yes, she is. And so she wants to make some money. So we started it that way. We eventually moved over into the Vintage Corner. And it's amazing people at the Vintage Corner that actually help to orchestrate the sales part of it, where we can leave our product in their store and they just sell it for us. So I don't have to actually physically be there. So we started selling there. And then we, last year during the whatever you want to call it, the COVID crisis, we went on furlough at my job, and so we expanded into another store that's in the city called the Mill. So we have two locations now, and that's really where we started. It's just trying to find something to do together. Just got bored, trying to just be a mom and not having enough time for her, and we just that's just what we do. We do together.
That's awesome. And a lot of us don't have the opportunity to do that. I know when my daughter was raising my daughter, I would have loved to have been able to, be home with her or, having a business. But at that time I did not. So I was working and it's a challenge when you're trying to raise your kids, raise your family and work full time. So I know it hadn't always been easy. So tell us a little bit about the challenges that you had in when you were working and trying to transition to your
Right.
business, what were some of the challenges that you had in doing that?
Well, one of the biggest challenges was like I had my youngest daughter journey, and I literally took 2 weeks off of work. I work from home, and so I took 2 weeks off to have her and kind of get her settled. and then I was right back at work.
Wow.
So it was no like downtime for me, physically, mentally, anything like that. And I had to like struggle through it and kind of find, just find some balance in our home. And doing that, mentally was tough. Then financially, having two girls, I had them by myself. So like, you know, nothing, nothing comes free, and it was hard. It was hard trying to find it, financially support everything. Time was hard because I'm just one person, so trying to work in sleep and everything like that. And then when you have a product that you're trying to bring into people's homes, like we had to make sure we wasn't gonna blow people's houses up. You know what I'm saying? Like the testing process with the different wicks and the different kinds of candle waxes and the different kinds of jars and all that stuff. Financially, it was a decision I had to make. Because it was like get the product right. So of course we cut corners. We cut corners in a lot of different areas. We went down to the basics, which is what a lot of entrepreneurs do. You just go down to the basics. Your lights, water, food. And then we just took the excess and we managed the money, properly, and got the different supplies as we needed them. Small orders, going to pick up sometimes instead of having to pay shipping costs,
Mm.
um, things like that helped a lot. Thinking outside of the box, saying, hey, does Hobby Lobby or somewhere local, or even shopping some of the local artisans for some of the sometimes we use real herbs, real flowers and dried flowers and spices and stuff, like lavender and things of that nature. And so just getting them locally, that helped a lot. So struggling, it was a lot of mental toughness. It's a lot of mental toughness. It's us growing together. Like I said, they're a decade apart. I was culturally shocked. Like I hadn't had a baby in 10 years. What am I supposed to do? I'm talking about, look, you think about it, I forgot strollers sometimes.
Oh my
you know,
goodness.
it's like you need a stroller. You can't go to the store without a stroller. Like you can't go to the mall. I left the stroller in the house. Like just simple stuff. Bottle warmers when it was winter. Trying to remember to have the bottle warmer for the milk. It's frozen. I needed that all. So yeah, just different challenges that I couldn't have overcame without her. I'm glad they were 10 years apart. She was a great help to me in every way, because not only did this business help bring us together, it helped bring out a creative side of me that I didn't even know I had. Growing up, I was going to be a veterinarian. I love animals.
Wow.
I was going to be a vet. And I went off that path because I got into customer service. I like helping people. I like to be a service to people. So I did that throughout my life. I started as a server first at O'Charlie's. I went into pharmacy because I heard the medical field was, it was where it's at. It's
Mm.
the field that you can a career, a real career. And I don't
Right.
like blood and guts. I don't like blood and guts. That's my sister's thing. So I went into pharmacy because I was like, I can do the pills. I can do the pills.
Uh,
So I went into pharmacy as a a secure part, some security, job security.
oh,
But then I got into financial services with Primerica back in 2014, and the freedom of helping people with their finances. The life insurance industry is a whole nother industry I hadn't even been into, and the freedom that it allowed was amazing to me. As far as you can make good money, you can help people morally, it's great, but you get a little bit more freedom with your time. Which when Journey Jaden was growing up, I kind of wanted that. It's just being us two. But then when I moved to Tennessee, it was back, I did started work from home, customer service again. And that's how we've got into the candles. Like I said, I went all the way off, from
Wow.
veterinarian experience. So I was like, didn't even know, I was lost, and I was lost. But I find so much joy not just working with Jaden, doing and creating, different scents and creating different different colors and different combinations and stuff like that. So I have a great time working with her, but at the same time, the calmness and the structure that it takes to make the candle and to see it, a product birth the product from beginning to end, because you really do. You start with this thing of wax, and then it becomes this beautiful, beautiful thing that glows. It creates light in the darkness, and
Wow.
it's just amazing, to be able to do that, and then to be able to share it with her, and still be able to be a mom, because I love being a mom.
I can tell.
A great experience. I do. I love my girls. I do. I give anything for them. That's our name. I came up with it. Jaden came up with Magic Sense. Okay, she was into unicorns, and I think that's where it came from. I'm not 100% sure. If she was here, I'd ask her, but I think that's where it came from, was the unicorns and the magic part. And then the scents because of the smells. But then I put J Joe in the title because Jaden and Journey is J Joe, and I want them to always know that they're my inspiration, and I want them to
Wow.
always be, a part of this business, and I want to always have that foundation of coming back, no matter how it goes, no matter where God takes us. I want to know I'll always have that J Joe foundation, that I know that's there, that this is my girls, this is for my girls, so it'll keep me on track, you know.
That is amazing. That is so. Tell me a little bit more about working with your daughter, and do you think this is something? This is an enterprise or empire that you guys are going to be building?
I'm not sure. She's growing. She's growing. She's what, 12 now. So she's got like her whole life ahead of her. I was talking with you earlier. She loves the production part of it now. She likes making the videos. She likes to edit them and create, so she loves that part of it now. I got her this little ring light and stuff, and so she's really more into the production part of it now. I really like to give her
Wow.
freedom within the company, because like I want her to know it as her own, and so I like to give her, freedom to do and expand and learn. So I'm not sure where she's going to take this. I don't know. She might outsource it and be like another Cincy, and hire agents to go work for her, or like who knows? You might have this Magic Sense distribution later, So
Absolutely. Why
sky's
not?
the limit. Sky's the limit with this. And I just want to just ride it, as long as God wants to flow it with us and direct our path. I just want to ride it and keep walking in it.
Well, you are an inspiration, and this right here is what we should be doing with our children, helping them build generational wealth, because nobody else is going to do that. It's up to us.
Yeah.
And you're setting her up for success for life, and I think that is highly commendable, highly commendable. But of course, she sounds like she's. I wish I could meet her. She said
Oh,
next time I have both of you back. I'm gonna have both of you come back.
yes, I'll
But
have to bring her. She's actually in Bible study right now. Wednesday nights are her time at church, and so we have our church on Sundays, and she has her church on Wednesdays. The youth, they take over. So she's there tonight, doing that, and for it's just a few hours they go do that. But that's where she's at. So, but
okay.
you would love her. She's great.
Well, I
Great
gotta have you
personality.
back, both of you guys. Let me ask you, Jerica, what outside of what you just said to us, what is it that drives you to work as hard as you do on your business? Like, because I know there are days when, as an entrepreneur, I know there are days when invoices aren't getting paid and you just want to be like, forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. Or things just might not be going right. But there has to be a something that drives you. What is that thing for you?
to, back to customers. My customers,
Yeah.
they are so like this great, from them being excited to them, bringing them joy. I get like, I'll have a day and say, it's just too much. I just feel overloaded. I got like stuff coming, like you said, the invoices, the product coming in, candles need to be made, need to be restocked. I have to restock twice a month. And in between time, I just do, odds and ends. But you'll have like a bad day and then you'll get a text message from somebody, like one of my friends, she sent me this message of her hub, which was amazing. And my candles lit and telling me how she was able to relax and have a good time and
Oh,
thank you. It felt amazing. And I was like, hey. And so I was just like, it's just them. The same thing that drives you crazy drives your business,
yeah,
able to bring
absolutely.
someone else joy and be able to, provide a product that can brighten up someone's day. Like I said, they light up the room. So like it's just great that I'm able to do that. And it does drive me to create more, to find different scents that I think would create an atmosphere. That's our slogan, scent your atmosphere.
Center
Because
atmosphere.
I want you to just scent your space, where you can go and you can feel like you're somewhere else, but you're not. You know what I mean? Like get away. Especially times right now, when you're stuck in a house. Light a candle. One of my favorite ones that recently was on our Christmas, excuse me, Christmas collection, Ice Juniper. I mean, it makes you feel like you're in a field of trees and snow, and
Mm.
it's just so like, yes, it's so Christmassy, but at the same time, it's just like a white, pretty, bright, feeling that I get when I light those candles. And so yeah, just center your atmosphere. It's just a lot of
Wow. I love it. And I like how you say it brings light. This is something, well, you bring light. So your energy is going into that. And it's bringing more light than you can imagine to the
thank
space. It's bringing your energy as well. So that is phenomenal. I'm excited. I can't wait to get behind. Well, let now that you've talked about it, let's talk about your products. And I'm gonna put your website up here. I'll just put your website up here, and let's just talk about your handmade luxury candles, your scent, your scents, wax
uh-huh.
scents. What
Yeah.
sets yours apart?
Oh, well, we actually formulated a coconut and soy wax blend that will give you a clean burn. Um, my mom, okay, I love her to death, but she would literally burn a candle forever, like until it just is nothing okay. And with the coconut soy wax, it'll burn full. If your full wax burn, you won't see the tunneling, you won't see the extra wax piled up on the side where it could have been used and all of that nature. And then there's no soot. So if you have asthma, my mom has bronchitis. So that was a factor in me trying to make sure I picked a good wax and a good burn as far as the wicks are concerned as well. But you will get no soot in your and when you in your flame, the flames aren't high. You won't get the soot coming up where it's like just burning. And I mean, that's chemicals. It's chemicals when you see all that soot, and you don't want that in your environment. You don't want that extra smell. You only want the good stuff. And so we use
Yeah,
oils. All of our oils are clean. That means they're not chemically based. They're all natural based. And we try to pick them to make sure that the scents that we choose be something that would, something that people would like. We mix and match them sometimes and add different things. And then when you blow out your candle, you know, you won't get the, like I said, the soot burn and all that stuff. You get a nice clean burn on your candle. And that's what I think sets us apart from some of the ones that I purchased. And when our little study trials, from using the paraffins and other things of that nature. So I like the coconut soy because you can get the hot throw, so you'll get the smell. It'll translate throughout your whole space, but also when it's not lit, you get a real strong cold throw too. So you can just sit it on your table and open up the jar.
Oh wow. Okay, I gotta order mine because that
Yeah,
is the
I
biggest
had a
issue.
customer. She ordered our shade candle, and she was telling me, she said, I hadn't even lit it yet. I just opened the jar and put it on my kitchen table, and it just smelled my whole kitchen. I was like,
Oh my goodness. Oh my, yeah, and that's the biggest issue I have with candles is like, and I'm a candleholic. My husband comes in like, are you having a seance or something? Because I burn candles every day, all day. But you're right. They like all this wax is on the sides, and I'm like, but I
what? I
paid
actually have
$20
one.
for this candle.
See, this is one I'm burning right now, and it's the ice
Okay.
juniper. And as you see, it's a clean burn. There's no,
Yeah.
and then you don't have no soot, and it's really pretty, really, really pretty.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So you just taught me something. I thought they
Hmm.
were supposed to do that.
Mm-mm. And that's all that is chemicals. And then when you think about it, you're getting more bang for your buck because you're utilizing all of the wax. You're not getting the wax stuck on the side where that could have been some candle usage. You know what I'm saying?
Ah. Okay. Is this your mom?
My mom is Victoria. Where you see her? You see my mom? Yes,
Yeah.
that's my mom.
Hi, Miss
Hi, mom.
Victoria. She
Yes,
said
that's
that's
my
my
gorgeous
baby.
mom.
She's proud of her baby. Oh my gosh, you should be proud, Miss Victoria, because your daughter is awesome. She is awesome. And this work, man. So tell our viewers how they can order your product. What scents you recommend for the season? I don't. What season is this? Valentine's.
It's
What you got
Valentine's.
going on?
Yes. Okay. So, coming soon, which next week, we will be debuting our Love Victoria collection, and which my mom inspired. We actually did that together. We worked on the scents and everything together. So that
Oh,
one will be available coming up next week. As you see, some of them are actually on there. The Dig Deep is on there, and it's another one that's on there as well. The Rest and Relaxation.
let's
Those two we're
see.
gearing that line towards self love. We want people to think about yourself. A lot of times we get worried about other things and other people and things around us. And my mom's really big at that. She's so worried about everyone else and forgets to take care of herself. And that we're victims of it too. Like she takes care of us, a lot, even us being older. And so with this collection, all the names are basically geared towards telling you to think about yourself, take a minute to yourself. And so those will be debuting. Our Love J is our top seller. That one is Jaden's favorite scent, and it is her gift back to our customers. That's why she says Love J. So when you light the candle, it's love her. Like at the end of your letter. And
Oh,
she did a great job on that scent. It has a citrus in it. It has the florals in it. It's a great combination. I mean, like it's really nice. Like you just imagine, sitting, in a field of like hydrangeas and then having a big bowl of fruit. You know, that's what
no.
you'll I love Jay. It's got the fruit floral in it, and it's an amazing scent. And it is, like I said, our top seller at all of our events and our stores. So not only can you purchase the candles online at www.magicscentsbyjjo.com, but we also have them locally at two stores in Clarksville, Tennessee. One is called the Vintage Corner, and the other one is the Mill, and you can purchase them locally, or you can purchase them online. And all of our candles are fully stocked. You won't have any waiting periods. I always make sure that if I have it, on there for you, you can get it. If it's not on there, you can't get it. Or until it's remade. I don't like my customers to have to wait on weeks on end for candles. So I always make sure that our website is updated, so that if you purchase an item, you can get it shipped out the same day, if not the very next morning.
Awesome. Your mom said Ivory is here too.
Oh, that's my sister. Okay, so Ivory's phenomenal. She's my yin. Like yin yang. She's my right hand bestie. And she actually took over my Primerica life insurance business when I left Georgia. So she still runs my life insurance company, uh, uh, clients down there, and she does a phenomenal job at it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Great. That is, I cannot wait. And guys, you guys need to go to her website now. Don't forget the website. Let me put it back up here for
Hmm.
1 second. And I'm going to drop it in the comments so that everybody will have access to it as well. The links. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. The website. So let me, well, I'll just leave that there so that people can see it for a while. But I have to ask you before we go, I have to ask you a couple more fun questions.
Oh, go ahead, shoot, shoot.
But on in addition to loving candles, what does Jerica like to do for fun?
Ah,
Do you have time
I
to have fun?
do. I do. I do. Really, I hang out with my girls. I do. We like to like our new thing is bowling. Journey's a beast. She's 2, and even without the rails, she will beat all of us. And nobody believes until they go play with us. But Journey's amazing. She uses the little bar thing, and she'll tell you, no, not right there, not right there. And she put it where she wanted, and then the ball goes straight down there, and she be getting strikes and spares and embarrassing herself.
Wow.
But it's okay though. It's okay. But we like to do that. Me by myself, like if I have time to do nothing, I really like to do nothing. I can sit in the house with a movie and a popcorn, and I'd be happy. The caramel
And a
sugar pop
candle with your
and
candle.
my candles, and I'm happy. Cause I yeah, if I could, if if something I like to do would be if I could do nothing, it'd be doing nothing.
I hear you. I hear you. A lot of people don't understand how doing nothing can be fun. I love
Oh
it.
yeah. And but you know what? And I'm also the girl that'll tell you if traveling was free, you never see me. Cause I love to see the world too though. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. But I'm good with like you just said, I'm good with a book and a candle and music or whatever. I'm good. So what's coming up on the horizon for you, Jerica? What's coming? What's on the horizon for your business? What you got going on new?
Right now we're just working on we're working on rebranding our labels, our jars, getting out the Love Victoria collection, expanding into more stores. I have learned so much about small businesses during this recession or whatever you want to call it, COVID crisis, that I want to partner with small businesses to host my products in their stores just to, instead of, like big chains are great, you know, but really they're not the foundation of America. We built America on the small chains. Walmart used to be one store, and so like I want to start partnering with different local businesses. I'm not just in Tennessee but also in Georgia. My mom's down in Georgia and I'm there often, so I want to expand into smaller businesses down there. I also want to just uh, read more to better myself and my brand. And that's really what we're working on right now, is just expanding, growing, learning, getting better, growing larger in Christ. That's another thing, trying to make sure that we don't go, off the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like God gives and God taketh away. So we just I just wanna be right, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna really I really wanna be good. I wanna be able to help people and grow, because I have a heart for people, and it's just throughout my family. My cousin is doing a feed Atlanta right now. Him and his son, they go out and they feed the homeless Little Caesars pizzas, and he lets people donate now. So you can do cash app Malone Hayes $5, and he'll feed homeless a whole Little Caesars pizza. Him and his son go out in the streets of Atlanta, and so, like, I want to do stuff like that. I want to be able
Wow.
to donate to people that are helping other people. Not only expand what I love, but also help financially other people expand what they love. Even if it's a helping, time, even if it's time. I just want to be able to be better. I want to be able to grow, and I want to have everything that God put me here for. I
Mm.
want to make sure I get all of it.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, like I said to you earlier, your light is shining and will shine around the world through your because your essence is going into your work. Your energy is going into those candles. So even though you might not see it, but your light is shining. And I pray that I pray success. I know you're successful. It's done. You're successful. So
Thank
I
you so much.
so I so appreciate you for sharing your story. But one more question. If you had the opportunity to talk to 18-year-old Jerica, what would you tell her? And what would you tell other people who wanted to take this journey?
Oh, I remember 18-year-old Jerica. If she was not, it was not that long ago. 18-year-old Jerica, I would say slow down. To back then when I was 18, everything had to be done right now, and it was my way or no way. I would say listen. I would say love your mom more, listen, because I don't think we even liked each other back then. Me and my cousins, we moved out and got our own place, and I should have just stayed at home. But I would tell her to just slow down. I would tell her that time, is gonna be there, and that everything doesn't have to happen right now. Um, I do love the adventures that I took. I literally moved in 3 states in 2 years. I was in Kentucky, California, and Tennessee. I moved when I was 18, and in all those places I lived. And I would just tell her to slow down. Love you, and don't get involved with all those boys. It was boys. It was one guy that I moved to California with, which was stupid. Like, why would you do? So just don't do things so fast. You know, Listen to someone else. You're not the only one, that knows everything. So even though you feel like
Mm,
you don't, someone else, has your best interest, or some other people have your better interest in heart as well. I always used to think people was attacking me, and when I was then, because they just didn't understand, you know. And
yeah,
so yeah, so that's another thing. Everyone's not out to get you. You know, Listen to your elders, not your friends. That's a good one.
yeah,
18,
yeah,
listen to your elders, not your friends. They've been here just as long as you have. They don't know no more.
absolutely, 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 absolutely. Well, it's been such a pleasure speaking with you, meeting you. Thank you so much for reaching out to me on IG, and I'm glad it turned into this.
Me too. Me
Um,
too. And I'm telling you, you
yes,
can't get rid of me, so you'll hear from me again anyway.
absolutely. You got to come back on with your baby, and
Yes, I'll have to be updated. She's my baby. Yeah, she's not the youngest, but she's still my baby. I'll get her.
that's
I'll
your
get her on
baby.
here. You'll love her. You'll love her.
Yes. So I just want to our viewers, thank you for joining us tonight. Please tell your friends, share the live on your pages, and if you know if you or anyone you know is an ordinary person doing extraordinary work in their community, their career, their businesses, please send them my way. We want to celebrate those people who are doing things, and we want our viewers to be bold. If you have a goal, a dream, a vision, like I told my daughter the other day, a dream is just that if you're not doing anything with it.
Yep.
So be bold in your take the chance. Be bold. Take the chance in doing something, working towards your dream. Be fearless and be inspired. And when I say be inspired, I mean be inspired by life. I am inspired by Jerica. I'm inspired by those around me. They make me feel like I can do better. And it's okay to be inspired by other people and life and the things that are around you. So I just encourage everybody to just be inspired and be encouraged and work your plan. Work your plan because your dream is not going to come to life if you don't work your plan. And that is it.
That is real talk.
That is real talk, baby. So I appreciate you again, Jerica, and you have an awesome, awesome, awesome evening.
And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story. Little old me, I really appreciate it. And I love what you're doing. I love that you're inspiring people. I love that you're letting people show their stories or tell their stories and show their light. A lot of times you have to be, huge before anyone notices you. And for you to take the time to say, hey, everyone is, doing something great. So let's see you. That's just amazing.
Well, thank you, and you're welcome. Until next time, I'm not going to say bye. Until next time, I'll
Right.
see you
Until
next.
next time.
All right, sweetie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.